back to the Driveway Engineer. Coconut and Peanut welcome you. You'll notice there's some creature comforts in the 4Runner, and that's because we're in the middle of heading to our secret place in Michigan's Upper Peninsula, which is about 550 miles away for us. And we're driving the 4Runner, and we're hauling our new camper, which you'll see. I'll probably do a separate video on that. I do want to show you guys, like, the one problem is that this thing is just leaking oil copiously. I'm pretty sure it's from the where the upper pan mates to the block. It's using quite a bit, so I'll have to address that this winter. But for now, what I'm going to do is buy 5 gallons of oil, stop every 50 miles, and add. So we're in Mount Pleasant, Michigan right now, and we're on our way. We're at the Thrifty Acres, and I'll bring you guys along a little bit and show you some of the trip, and you'll get to see some of the wheeling and some of the scenery. There's some cool stuff out there, so I hope you enjoy, follow along, and I'll bring you guys with us a little bit. I don't know if you can hear me, it's pretty loud here, but the old Mackinac Bridge there will mark our halfway point to our destination. Everything's going pretty good. Obviously, I'm still rolling down the highway, so enjoy the trip over the Mac. It's hard to see through my dirty ass windshield, but that would be Lake Superior. Marquette, Michigan. So I wanted to show you guys this on the way. This is a little pre-filter before my lift pump. This thing has about 1,500 miles on it of running miscellaneous bullshit. Waste motor oil, waste vegetable oil, whatever. Had like a little bit of a stumble stutter yesterday on the highway, so I'm gonna go ahead and swap it out before I have to do it when it's hot, before we take off today. So I have, these things are $3 a piece. I think I have 8 of them with me, so no big deal. The bigger filter is like really readily available anywhere. I forget what the application is, but I see that it's falling off. I guess I'll fix that too. Cool beans. So yeah, I'll fix that, and I'll find the hose clamp that I dropped, I hope. Swap these out and we'll be on the road, Peanut. So, we're up here in the Keweenaw Peninsula, which is pretty far from home. Probably 650 miles into this trip. And I've had my second failure, which is my throttle return spring has come unhooked. Thankfully, I just left from paying $3 for a shower. So I can go ahead and get all dirty hooking that back up, which is nice. It's hard to see. It's on that linkage down there. There, it's right centered. That's it right there. And then, I don't remember what I had it hooked to, but I can see that it's unhooked on both sides. So I'm gonna go ahead and hook that back up, and we'll get back on the road. Dirty. Say cheese. It's the end of the world. We went to the end of the world. Tell him, Peanut. We had one more failure? 2 more failures. The fan relay stopped working, so it's now wired to key on. And my window run rubber on both sides is dirty, and it's like pulling out when we roll the window up and down, which is a mild annoyance, but not, you know, still is what it is. So we are at High Rock Bay, Copper Harbor, Michigan. This is literally, I mean, not exactly literally, because you can go a little bit further that way, but it's as far as you can go in the state of Michigan. And it's a cool place. It's not the most challenging four-wheeling ever. You can see guys up here is high altitude. You probably want high clearance, but I'm sure somebody's done it in a Subaru with little regard for their vehicle. But the 4Runner has done great, and this is not the end of our adventure. We're going to go back and explore around our little site for a few more days, but just wanted to show you guys this cool place, and we'll bring you back for some more, especially unless we find gold in these rocks. Then I'm not coming back. This is another place I wanted to share with you guys. It's called the Keweenaw Rocket Range. There's a launch pad back there behind me, where NASA used to launch rockets. I think in the early 70s. I'm not sure what the purpose of those tests were, but that's what they used to do. So 4runner's still running like a champ. Still taking us cool places. Still having a great time. This is not too unusual to find out here in the middle of nowhere. I'm not sure what this was. It looks like it was a truck of some kind. It's got a boom on the back of it. Like shaft rockers. And a Valley Plan oiling. I think this is like a big truck. It's been out here a good long time. It's gonna be out here forever. Like nobody will ever come tote this out. It's just not worth it to anybody. They just shove it off to the side of the road and keep on rolling. It's fun to have adventures with your family though. Somebody shot it. Of course, because of course they would. This was a wrecker. Somebody came out here and chopped the frame off of it. Bizarre. Huh. Onward. So, we've had what may be a real live failure here. Coming over a little mountain there, up out of Baraga, Michigan. Thing cooked the oil, lost all the oil pressure. It's running at 180 degrees on the temp gauge, but when we pulled over, it had sprayed coolant everywhere. I'm sure it's pissing out of the overflow. So I got the fan running. Try to see what the problem is here. And let it cool down and see if we can't figure it out. I don't know if the thermostat failed to open or what went wrong here, because my temp gauge is in the heater hose and that never indicated any kind of problem. So I don't know, we'll give it a few minutes and see how it goes. So I went and got my truck and my trailer and my wife. I said on social media that this was Auburn, but it's Alberta Village. And the cool thing about this place is that this was a Ford company town. Like Henry Ford came up here and built this town. It was a planned community. And this is a sawmill that they use to support Model T production and other stuff for Ford Motor Company. The town a little bit further north, LaAnce, is also a Ford company town. Anyway, the thing was getting harder and harder to start whenever it was hot, and then it eventually just gave up altogether. And like, I'm about 100% confident that it's going to start now. Then it's the next day. By the way, I'm 9 hours from home, so it was a drive home last night and a drive here first thing this morning and another drive back home. But the easiest thing for me to do is just put it on that trailer and take it home rather than try to goof around with it in the middle of nowhere. These people were really gracious. The caretaker, the guy that runs the gift shop, they were really understanding, and I appreciate that. But the simplest thing for me to do is just go get the trailer and, you know, try to figure it out later. It's not like anybody around here has OM617 parts anyway. I guess if it doesn't start it, I have a winch on this and a winch on the trailer, but yeah, it fired right up. I'll do a little video. This road's like the most desolate shit ever. So I could have waited an hour for it to start back up, but it would have just probably died a little ways down the road again, and I would be right back where I started. So I just figured it was best to go get the trailer and drive it home that way. So I'll bring you guys back. We're going to continue on our trip. I still have some days of vacation, so I'll bring you guys back shortly. That is suboptimal.